Well, good morning, everyone. There are billions of dollars in federal infrastructure money headed here to Massachusetts. But how will it be spent and when will we feel the impact of it? Joining us this morning to discuss that and other news out of Washington is the Congresswoman from the 3rd Congressional District, Lori Trahan. Congresswoman, welcome. Good to have you with us.
Oh, great to be here. Thanks, John.
So your office estimates $9 billion we're getting from the feds. The other day, Governor Baker pegged the amount at more like $7 to $8 billion. I guess the difference being we apparently need to compete for some of this grant money. First of all, how soon will we be seeing money and shovels in the ground?
Yeah, well, so first, I think it's so important to point out that the $8 to $9 billion from the bipartisan infrastructure law is going to be the floor that Massachusetts sees. There are many new programs in this legislation where tens of billions of dollars are going to be up for grabs through competitive funding programs that we know communities in my district and across the Commonwealth will benefit from. So I heard, the governor speak yesterday that he's thinking that the state expects to start receiving the funding from the bill in the spring. It's my hope that that's a safe estimate, and I plan to work with my colleagues in the delegate to push for accelerating that funding, especially for our most glaring projects here in the Commonwealth, to get distributed even sooner.
So with these competitive grants that you mentioned,
yeah.
Who are we competing against and how well positioned are we to win that competition?
Yeah, it's a great question. Of course, my team, as all the teams are in congressional offices, they're poring over all of the details in terms of if those are Department of Transportation funds, if they're, in the case of, Lowell, national park funds. But some will be for municipalities, some will be for states, some will be for, organizations that can compete for these grants. And so we're working really closely with our local elected leaders to figure out what those programs are, of course, we know what their infrastructure needs are. We know what's going to come from the state formulaically. There's $4.2 billion for roads, another 1.1 for bridges. Near and dear to my heart is the $1.1 billion for upgrading our water systems and finally ending the sewage that's flowing into the Merrimack River, and then another $2.5 billion for public transit agencies. So beyond that, there are going to be grant programs set up for municipalities and the state to compete for additional funds.
Yeah, well, we certainly need that dough. I want to ask you, though, what you made of your colleague Ayanna Pressley voting against this bill on the grounds that, according to her statement, first of all, that House leadership reneged on an agreement to move this and the social infrastructure bill together, and that by not doing so, we're pitting community member against community member, end quote. Is there any truth to what she said?
Well, first, I want to say I share Congresswoman Pressley's commitment to getting the Build Back Better Act across the finish line. I mean, look, hardworking families here in Massachusetts and across the country simply cannot afford for us not to get that over the line. But I do think the action that we took when we passed the infrastructure legislation in the House earlier this month, it got us closer to achieving that goal. And the progress we made, this week is proof of that. So I know that each member of our delegation is working, with the Senate to make sure that the Build Back Better Act gets through the Senate as well. Look, at the end of the day, our caucus came together to vote for 2 historic bills that really do meet the moment. And perhaps what we should be discussing is the more than 200 Republican House members who voted against investing in our crumbling infrastructure and our working families.
Well, after we take our break, let's talk a little bit about the Republicans. But you do have the issue of trying to get Senators Manchin and Sinema on board on the Senate side.
We are really confident that what we have in the Build Back Better plan, the one that's passing the House, is really going to help families like the one I grew up in, right? I mean, there's one thing to create millions of jobs across the country. It's another thing to make sure that we equip people to get into those jobs, to take advantage of that job job creation. We do that by investing in childcare. There are so many people who aren't able to go back into the workforce because their childcare center isn't at capacity. We do that by having universal pre-K, decreasing the cost of prescription drug prices, keeping money in people's pockets. So we're going to make the case, but of course the negotiation is going to begin again in the Senate next week.